Hey guys, it's Helen. I wanted to just come to you guys today to let you know what I've been up to share a little bit more about my story, and to share some very exciting news as we round out the end of 2023. So many of you know that I am a nurse by trade. I'm a registered nurse, and I have shifted that work into life coaching. First, it was health coaching and wellness coaching, and now it's life coaching. And the reason I did that is because I have a heart for helping others. And as a nurse, I was taught to save people. So I really wanted to save everyone. And I thought I could save the entire world. And while I can create an impact and an influence, I know that I can't save everyone. And I also know that not everyone wants to be saved. And no one needs to be saved by me. And so I have shifted and morphed so many times in my as a coach and in my coaching programs, because I'm always learning. And for me, that is key. I don't ever work with a coach unless they have a coach. And I encourage you to do the same thing. So if you're looking at bettering yourself, if you're looking at finding support for yourself or encouragement, make sure that whoever is offering that to you is also working on themselves. I read tons of books here. I do a lot of research. I spend a lot of time focusing on the things that I teach my clients, on things that inspire me to help my clients. And I have a coach. And any modalities that I offer, that I teach, I also have mentors that support me in that, have mentors that teach me new things, so that I can be inspired, so that I can be forward thinking, so that I can utilize my intuition and everything I've learned to help others. And it's powerful. And I love the work that I do. And when I was at the top of my game, I would say like back in 2017, I was working for a corporate company, and my goal in life was to climb the corporate ladder. And no one knew that while everything looked fine on the outside, everything was slowly kind of crumbling away on the inside. I didn't even know it at the time. And I even had a therapist the first time I went to therapy, and I started telling my therapist, right? Like, I love to talk about myself. I love to talk about how amazing I am and how I have done all these things and I have all these accolades. But as I was sharing, she's like, are you doing any illicit drugs? And I was like, what? Of course not. What are you talking about? And she's like, I'm not sure how you're functioning at the level that you are without doing drugs. I was functioning on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. I was going and going and going and doing and doing and doing, because that's where I put my value, is in those accomplishments. And I was at my lowest weight. I was in the best shape of my life. I was climbing the corporate ladder. I felt really fucking powerful. But I was experiencing a power that's different from the power that I possess now. And that in it of itself is powerful. And so it was then a power of being in control, of, feeling a little bit better than others, of being a little bit better than others around me. My ego was leading me. My judge, my savior role, that part of me was leading me. And it was leading me down a path of very exciting things. There was opportunity all around me. And while I am so grateful for all of those opportunities, the ways that I worked my ass off, the ways that I grew, the things that I wanted, they didn't bring me lifelong happiness. I was really high on life, but I had to keep finding my hits. It was like a freaking drug. I had to keep finding my hits each day, several times a day. And I worked hard for those hits. I did a lot of work, right? But like the hits from my workouts, from my achievements at work, from the energized supplement I was taking, from accolades, from doing more, from having more. I had to get my hits. I had to get my fixes. I had to feel good all the time. And in that feeling good all the time, I didn't recognize those emotions of sadness or fear or anger, hurt, loneliness, jealousy, guilt, or shame that were just, I was tamping them down by doing these other things, getting my hits, and I wasn't feeling them. And the downfall of not feeling your emotions is that they get really stuck in your body. They come out eventually, whether it's an emotional manifestation, a physical manifestation, an illness, dis ease in your body. Um, like I said, I was sleeping about 3 to 4 hours a night. I was reaching a shit ton of goals. I had a lot of energy. I looked amazing, and I was doing some very prestigious things. But I wasn't facing life. I was maneuvering through it with these hits, with this drug, these drugs of all these like protective behaviors, these ways that I just, like a ninja, I went in and out, and I felt very elusive, and I felt very prestigious, and like nobody can catch me. I'm on this high. And again, while that was a good feeling, like there was something behind it. And I wasn't facing the hard conversations with my husband or anyone else. I said exactly what I thought others wanted to hear. I can get through almost any interview. I failed interviews. Don't get me wrong, but I was really good in climbing a lot of ladders because I was telling people exactly what they wanted to hear. And yes, while I am, and I am an authentic person, there were bits and pieces of me that were that my ego were leading me with, and that wasn't intentionally malicious. I didn't plan to hurt anyone or myself, but that's just the space I was operating in. And I, would travel for a week, once a month, to go for work, and I loved that. I really did, and that may be a part of me someday that I do again. But I wasn't always doing it for the right reasons. I dove into work to avoid my exhaustion, my fear, my loneliness in what I was doing, right? Like nobody else is doing this. I'm doing this all alone. Other people don't understand, right? My ego is in the way. I felt like a victim in that sort of a way. I looked for attention everywhere I went, and I was sure to be heard and seen in all situations. And while I think it's very important for people to be seen and heard, there's a difference between like a quiet confidence or a beautiful, radiant, confident, clear, purposeful person than look at me, right? And that was one of my protective behaviors from the time I was a kid, was like, hi, I'm over here. Hi, can you see me? Right? Like center of attention, making people laugh, wanting to make people feel good. And while I know that I made people feel good, I, again, was doing it as a protection benefit for me. And so, I don't regret any of these ways that I worked my fucking ass off. Sorry, can I say that? My ass off, and fought for what was important to me at the time. And those things were awesome. And I met some amazing milestones. And I'm thankful for those opportunities. And they provided such a beautiful opportunity for me for healing. But now I'm just so grateful that I don't have to I don't have to find those hits anymore to keep me going. Like the work I'm doing now, the work I'm teaching others to do, it sustains us during the good days and the bad, and during the easy and the hard. And there's a consistent flow of confidence and clarity and peace. And it's really like when the switch started to flip, it was like almost an immediate awareness, and it's a lasting awareness. And it's something that's always available to me at all times, to you at all times. And that's what I love to help my clients with, because so often they're searching for the answer. My God, I searched for so many answers, and I tried so many things, and I just kept trying to get my hits from somewhere else. And so when you can find that consistent flow of allowing and receiving and availability to you always, oh, that's a different kind of power. That's a power that you have, not that you seek from someone else, not that you don't know how to get, not that you think is not available to you. It's an abundance that just flows. And yes, there are hard days. And yes, there are terrible, unimaginable things and loss that happen in this life. We don't always have our shit together. And I'm grateful for that, because then I can be aware of that, and I can heal, and I can continue to grow and learn. In those times that we haven't been living our purpose, our life with purpose, those are the times that create opportunities for us to heal. So if you guys are like, she's way ahead of me, there's no way, like she's on a totally different level, like just think of your life in the hardship of like these are moments that are creating opportunities for me to heal. And it's a powerful perspective. And so the foundation that I help people create and the release that I help them go through is really immediate, but yet it lasts. It's not like something you have to like get a hit, get a hit, get a hit. It's something you want to keep doing because it fulfills you and it's powerful, consistent work. But it's like you're okay. You're going to be okay. And you'll be able to move through your days with a more open, grateful heart rather than obligation and dread. So I wanted to share this with love and passion because that's what I do and that's who I am. And I can share these things with you because I walked through it. And the reason I work with so many amazing people is because I'm relatable to them. I've done some shitty things in my life. I've had some hard times, and I know that you have too. And whether it's shame or guilt or jealousy or loneliness, hurt, sadness, fear, or anger that you're working through, I support people with that. I support you with that. And it's really, really powerful when you can have someone hold space for you in a supportive and encouraging way. And so I want to share what I'm doing right now, how I could help you with this, how I could help you to get these immediate yet lasting results. You're not searching for the hits all the time. And so you're not searching outside of you. You just, like everything's here within me. And I know you may not believe that right now. I didn't believe it for a long time. And that's what held me back, right? That's called fear. And then you can move through your days with a more open, grateful heart versus feeling like you have to or you need to, or I don't know what's next. And so the way that I work with clients is several ways. There's so much I want to share. But the way I'm going to share with you right now is we start with 3 months. And in 3 months, you are feeling that immediate lasting work. And what we do during those 3 months is we create a foundation. You start to have some mindfulness and awareness. You start to open your mind to that. And you start to slow down that fight or flight, that looking for hits, needing to have, should be doing, right? All of these things. So we really work to lead with gratitude. We slow down that central nervous system, and it's possible. It is possible to live an amazing, successful, it's almost the end of the year. I'm going to share with you the things I've accomplished. I'm also going to share with you the goals I set that I didn't accomplish. And it's okay. And so get rid of those shoulds or need to, or that guilt or that shame around doing or not doing something. We focus on our thoughts and the impact they make for us and for others. And even though there's people in your life that you want to change, raise your hand. Anyone in your life that you want to change? Amen. You can't change them, but you can change the impact that your thoughts have on those around you. So you can't change other people, but you can change yourself. And in that, you start to create a dynamic all around you. Those people might not change at all, but you can still find the joy and the peace, even when they're next to you and they're driving you crazy, or they've never even made any changes, but you have. And then we work on that confidence. And so in 3 months, I help you create a foundation, and it's really powerful. And it's what you need to have that immediate and lasting work, those results. Quit looking for hits and just have that, let it be, right? Like just let it be. Recently, the word fiat has been coming to me, and it's just like, let it be. And it's beautiful. And so if we can all live like that, and no matter what's happening in us, we can find that peace within us, that's where the magic happens. Not searching, not seeking, not having to do, not needing to do. It's that inner peace, and it's powerful. And so I work with my clients typically for 6 months, but I'm cutting my program in half, not because I'm going to pack in way more homework. Number one, we don't do homework, but because I want you to get a taste, a flavor of the foundation that you can create in your life. And I want that to be available to you always. And from there, if you're like, I freaking love this work, and most of my clients do, we work together for another 3 months and we start to carve and build your path, right? And in that work, we just really dive into what is the most purposeful thing for you in your life, and then how do I get it? And so not only does my nursing background come into play, but my communication and my people skills, my human resource skills, my onboarding skills that I've used in so many of my other jobs, my case management work. I am a certified case manager, aka I like help to manage people and all the things that come into their life, not only their health but their all parts of them. I love the integral part of the whole person, because we are whole people. We are not just our right hand or our left hand, whatever hand this is, or our brain or our eyes. We are all of it. So we need to wake up all parts of us. And I utilize my coaching skills that I've learned over the last 6 years and continue to learn. And also now with my work in foundations of conscious heart hypnotherapy. Oh my gosh. It's like this work is so foundational. It is so profound, and it will change your life. So if you're like, hey, still haven't got myself a Christmas present, let's talk. Like, I want to help you. I want to give you this gift. I want you to consider this gift for yourself, to support yourself as you roll into a new year. And even if it wasn't a new year, like, you don't have to start the new year. You can start anytime. You don't have to be aware just at night. You don't have to journal just in the morning. Like, quit setting these limits for yourself and you will feel more free and you will feel less fear, and it's powerful. So my program that I work with women on is like a stair step program, right? Like, we start with a foundation, and actually we like, I hold your hand and I walk downhill with you, and we like build it from the ground up. And then from there, we start to carve and continue to build your path. And then there's long-term support. And the support is amazing. It's where women are coming together who are all having the same universal thoughts, who are all having similar challenges, and they work together and get to see that and get to support and encourage each other. And it's really just a straight, narrow path that our eyes are open and we can see more clearly, and it's powerful. And so there's lots of options to work together, guys. And if you're like, hey, I don't know what I would need right now, but I know that I want this energy in my life. I know that this support and this encouragement that Helen is putting out there is calling my name. I'm feeling a little pull. I'm feeling something in my gut. I'm feeling something in my heart that just feels like a connection. Message me or comment below, and we will chat about what it would look like to create a foundation in your life so that you can have those immediate yet lasting results that help you walk forward with an open and grateful heart. I love you guys so much. If you know of anyone who would be supported by this work, if you would like to be supported by this work, like I said, please just send me a message or comment below, and let's help you together. Me too, right? Let's stop looking for those hits, and let's just know that this is available to us all the time. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you so very soon. Take care.